I don't know how this will go. Okay. I don't know how this... So, it seems relatively stable. I'm just trying to figure out a jury rig situation here. Let's hope that it can work. Fuck me. Oops. Okay. Oh, jeez. Hopefully this will be okay for the time being. Since everything is sort of changing so much. Internet-wise, like, fluctuates so bad. Fingers crossed. Man, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to upload. Right.
Well, Wanderer, this well is still...
Let me... Oh, Jesus. I, smacked my hand with a hammer today. And it's really, really sore. That's the end of my story. How's the quality? I've changed the bitrate, Kenda. Has the quality changed a lot? Like, is it really bad? Or is it still kind of okay? Seems stable, at least.
Simply wonderful. The spell, it's working. This well is being willed back to Sicily. We'll meet again, Wanderer.
It's good.
We
Okay, cool.
will.
Fingers crossed this can hold. So I might have to keep it off the 1080p. If worse gets to worse, I'll have to... Although the graphics don't really seem to do anything, it's just a fucking upload. I don't know. Man, it's confusing. It's a bit of a test stream, I guess, really. Now, I need to find wherever that were-sheep is. Let's use a waypoint. Shit. Okay. I'll have to get them to escape again. Skills. Echoing in the background? Really? Echoing in the background. Okay. You'll hear double for a second because I need to listen to this. Okay. You'll hear double for a second because I need to listen to this. You'll hear double for a second. What the hell? Why? What is that? Okay. What the hell? Why is the audio playing twice? Why can I not just live my fucking life? Why is the audio playing twice? Why can I not just live my fucking life? Why is the audio playing twice? What is that? It would be too easy. What have I changed to make it double? Welcome back, Sarah. So you're gonna hear double. The game and myself are like repeating, and I don't know what's caused that. So 2 seconds. Two sauces. Let's go. Stream shit itself again. How could you tell? Oh man, what the fuck? I've never had this sort of an issue before. System cells, OPS. Okay. Is my audio still doubling up? Because I can't hear it now. I've just disabled. I think it was Chrome, but if it's still doubling up, then it's something else. No double, it's good. Okay, so it's Chrome is playing it in the background. Okay, good. Okay, that's problem solved. For now, just wait. Someone's gonna fucking break in soon. Shoot me. The fucking way things are going. And yeah. Fun and games, eh? Fun and games. Where am I? Oh, have we still got those pyramids? Oh, excuse me. Pyramids. If anything else it kicks up, if everything starts doubling up again or if it lags, let me know. And so I can go and cry about it. I don't think I do have them anymore. I'll be honest, the inventory system is garbage. For someone like me, anyway, who is a pathological fucking hoarder, apparently. Right. Go and talk to this lady again. I think there's a spell that lets me teleport myself, maybe? For whatever reason my teleport... well, the one I have is a damage spell. No, I don't think so. So when you're at the main menu, it says click or press A, and whichever one you do locks off the other one. So as soon as you press A or click on the mouse, you can't use the other. So if you want to switch halfway through, you kind of have to. Switch places. Which is weird. A lot of. I don't know many games that do that, but there's probably a reason for that. Nothing like a ham and cheese. It's 3:45 in the morning. Oh. just ham and cheese, or are you toasting that bad boy? I'm quite partial to a ham and cheese toasty, is what we call them, otherwise known as a toasted sandwich. Air absorption. Yeah, I thought she had something else, but never mind. Toodaloo. You crazy old weather spirit. Haven't changed the mayo and mustard note just for example. Sub roll. Oh, it's still, that sounds amazing. There's something like very simple. So I just have like this little toasted sandwich maker. I don't make them in a pan or anything. Whatever, I'm never really sure what to eat, or if I can't be bothered. That's like my go-to, and I'm never disappointed by a ham and cheese toasty. It's always good no matter what, which you can't say about a lot of foods, except maybe pizza. Hey mayo, but yeah, see, I'm not really one of those people that slathers everything in mayo either, like some people do. But it definitely has its time and place. It's not too much. I follow a lot of food channels on, well, pretty much everything, Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. And the one thing that I do notice quite often is just the abundance of sauce that some American cooks use. It's just like these big tubs of sauce, and they just, whatever they've got, chicken, sandwich, whatever, they just dip that son of a bitch right in there and take half the sauce with it. It's just like it's just nasty. It's really gross. No, potato salad. Yes. Oh my god, potato salad. That's an exception. I could eat that. No, I could eat that by the freaking spoonful. And I do. All the time. Smother it. So yeah, it's just I can't deal with that. That's just a little too much, really. And cheese too, man. I like cheese, I really do, but nowhere near as much as some of these cooks do.
Oh dear, it's the white stag.
A brutal end for our mysterious friend.
Oh.
A bad omen, if ever there was one.
I have passed on, as you
the hell
must
is
pass
this?
on too. Be not dismayed, though, for there are many forms of passing. Yours, how wonderful it could be.
Last night. Yeah, I mean that's the polite thing to do, isn't it? Leave the last. That's all, folks. The last little bit of leftovers for someone else. Right, I couldn't limit that cheese. Honestly, I agree. I'm sort of the same. I have cheese on a lot of stuff, but there's definitely a limit. Too much cheese, and I'm just like, it does the opposite thing. Does not appetize me at all. That's what I'm going to choose.
It is in the nature of the wolf to attack the deer. This I cannot grudge my carnivorous neighbours. But the beasts here have grown more savage. The elements more
so
vicious.
sensitive. So
Something
sensitive.
is awry.
That autumn mod is set to the lowest sensitivity as well. I don't...
Farewell.
Okay. Well, that was bugged as well. I couldn't click the next thing. How annoying. I guess loony? Is loony like a bad word? Doesn't that just mean like crazy?
My blood turns to ice within my veins.
Or does it mean something else now? It's gotta be careful what you say on the internet these days. Right. What have I guess the death the wishing well. Okay. I think that is near her cabin, maybe? Was that inside Seal? Fuck, I cannot remember. I mean, I think you're right. Is it because it might be a trademark, maybe? Looney Tunes would have to be a trademarked thing. Just check on an inside Seal. For fuck's sake. I don't know where any of this shit is anymore. Tiger's hut. Where? I do not remember where he is. Talk about it. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh man, the world of copyrights and stuff confuses the hell out of me though. That's why I'm at one point I wanted to put some like music and stuff on the stream, just when we were playing stuff like Minecraft and you know those sort of games that don't really have much going on. Putting some music on in the background just for, you know, shits and giggles. But then I sort of kept hearing about people getting in trouble for having these tracks, even if they had gone to like the steps of buying the rights to it for a little while, or getting permission or whatever. They were still getting copyrighted, and it's not worth the effort. Not worth the effort at all. Bread. And sub's still good too, but yeah, normal bread hard to beat. Mutant band moment, yeah. I've had a few games, especially Star Wars, a couple of the Vampire Masquerade games. What else? Ni no Kuni was one, I think. Final Fantasy. There's a few of them that have been muted on YouTube. But they're pretty alright on Twitch. I don't know where this... I'm gonna have to look up where this well is. Totally forgotten. Nope. That's not what I need. Near the church. Doesn't really help me, honestly. It is. It makes it really difficult to like I use a couple very clearly non-copyrighted music for the intro song thingy, and oh, I think he's down here. Where's it down? Oh, I need an actual marker. And so far that's been okay, but you really don't know. Yeah, so I had to do that with, so on a lot of the YouTube videos, I've had to put, have a look at the size of this fucking ad. I need to know where he is. And it mutes part of the videos and you can sort of dictate whether you want it to be muted or if you want the whole video to be demonetized. Now that's not really a problem for me because I don't have really that many subscribers. I think I have like 30 on YouTube. I don't make any money off it, so it doesn't matter. But if you are really adamant about it, you can just leave it in there. But so far I haven't had any issues with Twitch because I play it very safe. I have no fucking clue where this is. Is he down here? This might be it down here. I'll follow this back out and see if he is. But honestly, YouTube's a bit more of a hellscape than even Twitch is, especially for that sort of thing. The way YouTube's done it forever is very flawed. And at one point I wish I was like adamant that I was gonna do YouTube, make like edited videos and stuff like that. But I'm so glad that I don't do that because it seems like once you get to that point with YouTube, you're like stuck in this kind of loop of trying to play the algorithm and being screwed over, and does not seem like a fun time. It does. It really does. And now a lot of people, well, over the last few years you've sort of seen, if you watch as much YouTube as I do, I use a lot of it for background noise. A lot of the YouTubers I watch just don't do YouTube anymore and have moved to Twitch because they don't make any money off them.
And whisked Willie back to whip out your wallet and wing a bit of gold my way, and I'll wow you in return. This well wishes to work his magic.
Okay. Because like all their ad revenue's gone, and they're not big enough. Like one of the huge channels that gets 10 million views a video, you know. It's I don't blame you really. There's a lot of shit on there. As I watch a lot of the stuff I watched as a kid and haven't really changed. There's only been a few people that I've sort of added to the watch list, as it were. It makes it sound like I'm watching them for a reason. But other than that, I just sort of, you know, you click on the ads when you can and buy a t-shirt here and there.
What would you like to wish our most willing friend? Decide how much you're willing to spend. Wow, what have we here? What wealth? Please enjoy your reward.
Again? Is the audio repeating again? Oh, it might be the well. The well is...
You went and whisked Willie back. I wish you...
Okay, cool. Good.
Walter! Me?
Well...
You went and... I wish...
Well, that quest is done. I don't know what I wished for. I just gave him 1,500 bucks. Anyway. Only plays in Markiplier. I don't mind Markiplier. I watched... the last one of his I watched was... There's a pressure washing game, and I watched a bit of that. Only plays though. I'm not familiar with that one. Wish for no more lags. Yes. Let's hope that wish sticks. Okay, alright. What's the next thing? Oh, we've been pushed down a cliff by his imp slave. Lost fun imp term. I have no idea what that is. Some parasol forge with the Anja. Okay. All these I think are missing. Missing? Fucking main quests. Jesus. Awesome. Yeah. A lot of those channels turned out to be, they were really popular for a while. Like a lot of people got very, very famous for them, like almost overnight. And then it turned out a lot of them were terrible, 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 terrible people. I don't know if many of those even exist anymore, do they? Because they're just like these channels that would very, very clearly cater towards children. Or like the teenage sort of age spectrum. Anywhere from like teenage to like primary school. Very clearly aimed towards that age range. And just like, just weird, really. Maybe from after everything came out on TikTok, same music. Oh man. At that point, if stuff like that comes out and the person doesn't even bother to change their name, like it's a username, how fucking hard is it to change that? But if they don't even do that, you know they don't care. They don't give a shit that they've done some terrible things. They're not even bothered to go ahead and change their username. Man. We live in the by far the darkest and worst timeline. 100%.
Source hunters, eh? If you've got a favourite sheep. Oh, now that the herd are recently.
I don't know why that's my fucking problem, lady.
Praise. I'm Ted.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing, silver,
Disgusting. Yeah,
poison?
it just.
Get to the point.
Not as near as I can tell. I can't tell one tribe from the
I think
next.
if you want
We might know who to
to
blame.
enjoy any sort of media,
She
then
never
let's
can
kiss.
keep
What's
for
this?
long.
Savageries in
Oh,
their
she's still
very
got that
blood.
ring, even though I sold that to her ages ago.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
If you wanna, yeah, if you wanna enjoy any kind of media these days, you really just have to hope and pray that the person that you're watching it for or whatever, you just have to hope and pray that they don't end up being a fucking terrible person. Honestly, this is all pretty garbage.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing, silver,
Oh, I haven't even looked at
poison?
any of this
Get to
crap.
the point.
Alright, well we might as well. There's a trolls like cabin we're supposed to get into, which is... I don't know how much is left of this, and I've sort of picked up that the end quests have like a compulsory find all the starstones thing, and I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of that sort of thing here, so I'm just trying to like cull some of these quests really. Courtney. Who's I don't know who that is. Courtney. Okay. Can't say that rings a bell. This is her. Yeah, unfamiliar. I know this lady. She's an Evanescence. I like Evanescence. A little emo boy myself, I guess. Box of Spirit Box. Right, okay, cool. So I can assume it is, yeah. Especially these days when every time you turn around someone's done something horrible. Control. I think I need a scroll for this. Shulking Cave. We back? Is it good now? I saw that it was a lag spike. That's the first time. As long as it's okay. Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay. So it's just here. Goblin Shrine, which I think is that one. Yep. Sorry, I'm flicking back and forth trying to find. I think this might be it just here. This might be his lab. Which is how we have to get into here. Cool fast. Let's see. Wait a second, how do I get Goblin Village? Yeah, draw. Yeah, you do. I think it's like such a difficult thing to do, really. Because for some people, they get like really genuinely attached to like a song or a movie or a fucking painting, anything. And like as human beings, we use art to kind of, well, in a multitude of different aspects in our lives, and some art gets people through very tough times. But then if it turns out that the person who made that art is a terrible person for, you know, for doing whatever, then that sort of brings up a conflicting or a confliction for that person.
Going nowhere slowly.
It's very difficult and very like where do you draw the line between art and the artist? And it's not an easy decision. It's kind of, it's very blurred. Right. But yeah, that's, I think, line well and truly drawn there. That's Jesus. See, I feel like in that case, it's probably a little easier to, but then again, you don't know how people will react to this. Like, people come to celebrities' defense constantly. Doesn't matter what they've done, what they could be in the process of doing. Like, case in point, like the whole O.J. Simpson thing. An old reference, I know, but that's the sort of attitude, really, that like you can be pretty certain that they did that terrible thing, but there's also going to be people who are like, no, he didn't do it. It's not possible.
He must have hidden in the cave Frederick
So,
mentioned.
you know.
What did he call it? The lair of Maraschino.
Well, yes. How do I get into the lair? There we go.
It's a mirage.
It's a mirage.
Wait for me.
There we go. We had to get right up next to that one to find that. No wonder I couldn't find it on my own. Jesus. See, that takes it to another level. If someone is accused of something and they're flat out like, yeah, I did that, what are you gonna do about it? Then that's just you're a piece of shit.
Ah, this
you know.
place reeks of stagnant magic.
There's no
If you
ifs, ands, or buts
constructed
about
a
that.
secret cave lair, I doubt ventilation would be your first priority.
Well, not even going as far as to like say yes they did it, but to not to deny it. So it's like, well,
The Great
okay, then.
Meridino's recipes are stunning and so very simple. You never know when one might come in handy, so it's best to learn them all.
Oh, 100%. But then you get to these levels of celebrity and nothing can touch you really. Nothing until like
I sense enemies nearby.
there's literally no other way out for you other than like being thrown out from the top. Once you get to like a certain point of celebrity, it's very difficult to like shake
If
that.
this was once someone's hidden lair, it seems they've long
And you've got money,
abandoned it by
you have
now.
It
connections,
certainly doesn't
you do
seem to
something
have been
terrible and it
planned
gets
for
found
much,
out,
does
you
it?
talk to the right people and then that problem goes away. It's just like, that's just how it works. Shitty as it is. And the further up you get, the harder and harder it gets to sort of shake them out of that, really, I think. And then with that comes like an arrogance of, I can do whatever I want and get away with it. Which most of the time is true. Sheep. Woody Allen? Woody Allen. Who's that? Is he the director?
What are you doing here? Meridino the...
His name rings kind of a bell. Oh yeah, right. I don't really know much about what he did. Do I want to know? No, it doesn't. You get see, the celebrity side of stuff is much more thrust into the limelight, obviously. They're under constant watch, really. So when they do something, it's a bit more public, but you get the sort of the 1%ers who do the same shit and get away with it a bit easier, I think, because they're not quite as in the public eye. Yeah, he's doing right. Holy shit. I had not heard of that. I'm surprised I missed that. But yeah, that's... Jesus Christ. That's like the next step, really, of being an evil, sadistic prick. Man, your own daughter. What could possess you to go that far, though? It's your... Fucking... What... In, what was it? High school. Our science teacher, like ancient old man, fucking ancient. He taught for, I don't even know how long he was there for. It was a really, really long time. I think he's even still there now.
I feel uneasy here. I'd better keep my weapon at the ready.
He was telling us, he was really cool old guy. And he was telling us about, what the?
Too big for a bouquet, too noxious for a windowsill.
Nothing for it but to uproot the big, ugly thing.
That's just a flower, should be fine. And he was telling us about sort of how people get away with this shit. And I don't even know how the topic came up. Very open guy as well, like he didn't just like shush you for talking about something that's a bit faux pas. Like kids were asking and he was willing to answer. And he was telling us that one of the Elmo performers, I guess you'd call it. Performer? That might be a bit far. Was a awful person when it came to children. And it really just fucking shows you how easily these people get to where they need to be. Seniority. Yeah. I mean, there are there is a very big issue with teachers being decent as well. I probably in my entire in my entire school life, I probably had, oh fuck, maybe 3 teachers worth their salt. The rest of them were wastes of oxygen. Yeah, and like Elmo, that is like, what kid don't you know that doesn't watch Sesame Street, or at least used to, you know? It's just well, it's a very depressing fact.
Our challenge is diminished.
Very lucky. Oh, I'm glad. It's so difficult to get decent teachers. I'm glad you're able to get some. It seems like there's maybe they get taught to be pieces of shit while they're in university. Who knows? Sesame Street. Yeah, I watched Sesame Street all the time as a kid. I was just like, I mean, there wasn't really much to choose from, let's be honest, but that was one I watched all the time.
Vile kiss of the serpent.
So yeah, that's very rare. But good. I'm glad at least someone, like, even in, I guess there's like a difference between teachers who don't give a shit and just teachers who are just there to collect a paycheck as well. Like, some are there very clearly just to do a job and move on. Where I feel like it's not really the industry you can do that. Beyond, like, a lot of teachers are judged by how well their students do. So, like, case in point, right? My year 8 class. Was it year 8? Oh fuck, I cannot remember. Was it year... God, I cannot remember. Yeah, it might have been year 8, maybe. I don't know. Whenever it was. Oh, I can't really use that either. The entire year, right? The entire year, whatever year I was in, our marks across the board started to dip, like, really, really bad. To the point where I think it was the previous year, our class, not class, our year had like a, I don't know, 70% pass rate, something like that. It wasn't very high, but the next year it was 30%. All of our tests had gone like downhill, really, and so they started like blaming the students for that. But when it's such a big, huge margin of error, then I think you have to sort of take the blame off the kids and go, hang on a second. There's something going on here, and it's not really the children's fault if across the board every single class has like started to fail miserably. It got so bad that the Board of Teaching, I think it's called, or the Board of Education, sent someone to be like, hey, what the fuck is going on? And then nothing happened, I'm pretty sure. They were just like, you'll be right. If they could tell us having an off day. Sorry, I missed so many of your messages, Sarah. Oops. Oh wow, man, you had some teachers that really actually gave a shit. Some don't care. No, not at all. Star Wars shirt. Yes, I wore it for just to taunt you, Sarah. What is going on? That's a scary looking spell. Yeah, like a few percent, like some kids start to fail, like singular, some kids start to fail, then you can probably say like, okay, something might be going on at home. Who knows? There's probably something in behind the scenes that's affecting their education. But when it's like an entire class, or you know, an entire year, for God's sake, then you know something. It's not. There's no way it's children. It just does not make sense to pin that all on them. But that sort of summarizes my schooling life in a nutshell. Throws tomatoes. How dare you, Sarah? It's too laggy anyway. The tomatoes will lag out of existence. They'll never reach me. And if they do, I'll put them on some toasted sandwiches. Scrape them off me. I do like tomato. Just fucking die already, please. I have no idea what that effect is.
Please assist me, friends.
Oh, that might be my spell. Never mind.
My kingdom for a
Yeah, exactly.
shot.
Try being the operative word. Most just can't be bothered.
What's that gleam?
Splendid Savon. Cool. Oh, speaking of tomatoes. Tomatoes. Yeah, tomato. Termater. It's like Terminator without the t. Fucking mater. Well, we got a something. There's a pressure plate here. Somewhere. Oh, beyond difficult. Maters? Yes, that's fine with me. Maters is a good name. Ooh.
I bet
No way out. No way out.
Oh, there's the imp.
Master will kill Yox.
Don't worry, he dead.
Feeling hot under the collar?
Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. No.
Guy's got 27 rotten eggs.
No, shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have. Is he alive? Is Master alive? He must be. He must. A little imp is too weak to kill a great master. Too small.
We ran into this guy
Yox
ages
only
ago.
pushed him once.
He ended
Just a
up dying.
little shove. Oh, if only Yox had courage. If only Yox were brave, like a great, brave, heroic imp. He'd march right up to
Toffee.
Master and he'd say, "Oh, Yox is too much a coward to dream
Okay, so
of it."
when you're next time you're instead of saying, "Hey Sarah," I'll be like, "Oh, there's the imp. The imp has arrived."
Yox
That's a
scrambled
bit
into this
harsh.
cave to hide. Hide, Sir Master, till the end of time. Do you think Master will find Yox here? Oh, but Yox simply can't run away. His legs are like marmalade. What can Yox do? What can Yox possibly do?
I don't know. This guy's very whiny. Harry Potter game. Are you big Harry Potter fan, Sarah? Don't carry him while his master waits to transfer for Yox to face the music.
What's he supposed to wait for? The courage to make a run for it isn't going to appear out of thin air. Yox belongs with his master.
If you're such a proponent of slavery, I know a certain sadistic witch doctor who'd be happy to make an involuntary friend out of
You'd
you.
see a man deprived of his property. I suppose you
funny.
wouldn't mind my depriving you of your life.
Not really, Steve. Yeah, I'm sort of the same, really. I watched the first 3 when they first came out, like in succession, and then didn't watch them for years. It took me forever to actually finish off the series. But in saying that, there's a Harry Potter game coming out, and it looks really good. Looks really good. I can't wait. When it ever fucking gets released. Yeah, I pop them on every so often.
Do as I say.
Yes, yes. Yox will stay forever and...
He's dead. He's literally dead. He exploded into a fucking puddle. Ah, oh, for God's sake. Where's this fucking...
Shouldn't have done it. Bad, bad, bad.
I think that literally might be a Dolby reference too. They love their references in this. More of a Lord of the Rings person. Yeah. More, more up my alley too, I think. So there's apparently a mound here somewhere that is right there. Honestly, if those movies were fucking 12 hours long each, I would sit down happily, and watch a 12-hour movie. 3 of them, all in a row, without one speck of complaining. Excited for that was serious, but yeah, a little scary. Yeah, so am I. It's I hope it's gonna be good, but the potential for it to fall flat on its face is definitely there. But fingers crossed. Wait for something. Yeah, the Vampire the Masquerade 2 that got delayed again until next year, and then the developers were switched. So I've still pre-ordered it. I've still got it paid for. I have literally no idea when it's going to get here. One day I'm going to get like a mysterious package. It's going to show up on my doorstep, and I'm going to have no fucking idea what it is, and it'll be like a nice little surprise for me when I'm about 80 years old and
study, is it?
on death's door from the way we're going.
If we help ourselves to any goodies he might have left behind?
I don't see anyone here to stop us in any case.
You don't mean this like bunch of dead skeletons here? I'm sure they're gonna stop us. Gonna have to buy. Well, at this point, it's probably you'll be waiting just as long as I am. Might be have a better chance of getting it pirated than trying to buy the fucking thing. Oh, something's. Okay.
A powerful ally.
I wonder why they haven't actually gotten upbeat yet.
Do my bidding.
Just take this book, I guess.
Does anything? I wonder what that did.
What are they doing? They're just like not reacting at all. It's fine with me. Any release date? No, none. I think the store that I bought it off changed their description to from it was supposed to be out last November, and they changed it from November 2021 to TBD. Really? So how far off the rails are they going with that? Isn't it part, like, isn't the Tolkien estate kind of very particular on how his stuff is used? Because there's no way, I feel like there's no way they would have just been like, okay, do whatever you want. Man, that'll piss some people off big time. I think one thing with Lord of the Rings is that if you start messing with the lore, people are very accustomed to what they already know. Play yourself. I haven't even played, I've really been meaning to play the second one for like years, but I never got to it. And I saw that the third Warhammer got released. But I'd love to, I really want to play them. I've spent sort of 100 and something hours in the first one. And it looks really good. It's just so it's so expensive, and I can't really stream it either because it's just so GPU heavy. That if I try and stream it, nothing happens. It's just like a total fucking lag fest.
Source Hunters 1, Secretive Absent Wizard 0.
We're getting pretty good at this, if I do say so myself.
More so than usual anyway. But yeah, I definitely want to play Warhammer. Looks so good. I want to get to the second one eventually, and then then maybe get to the third. Suppose they put the rights. Do anything? Oh, so it's not just like a permission thing. It was like they full on bought the rights. Complex. Ah, man. I think if they do that, people, at least the hardcore fans, won't really watch because, like you said, it's Lord of the Rings lore is mad complicated.
Sigurd's beard, what a fight!
To the point of being a little, like, impenetrable. But...
Ah, what have we here?
It's got to be the bloodstone Frederick is so desperate for.
Frederick? Who's Frederick? Found a recipe describing how to brew an elixir of courage. Okay. What was the elixir of courage? Forgotten. Creamed heavy rains. One apple, one pumpkin. Well, we know where they live. What happens when you can hear the... No problems. I'm pretty bad at those games though. In 100 hours, I only ever won one campaign. That's how bad I am at that sort of type of game. I won one Chaos campaign. And then that was it. Never won a single other one. Oh shit.
Hold your tongue and listen.
I need to heal first. The screamers all over it. Yeah. That would be disastrous, I think. If they just like you would have to be intelligent enough to be like,
Liquid courage!
okay, this is a very well loved IP. Maybe let's not try and take a dump all over this just yet.
I needed that. Sweet relief.
Yeah, it was
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
It's sort of like H.P. Lovecraft. When you start, H.P. Lovecraft was a notorious racist, and that's where a lot of his inspirations for his stories came from. And it's very similar for sort of people from that era to be horrifically racist. Case in point, why there isn't a shade of color in Lord of the Rings.
Maradino the Omniscient will lay all bare.
Yeah, you're right. I think Amazon wants to make a quick buck, and that's about it. Which is a shame. I mean, if they do it well, I'm happy to take back everything I'm saying right now, but Amazon just doesn't really strike me as giving two shits. HGP. Like his H.P. Lovecraft stories are, well, sort of genre defining, really. And apparently he mellowed out in his old age a bit. Like he went from being super racist to being not so racist as he got older. But yeah, if you start to sort of look at his writings with a bit of a more critical eye, it's very easy to tell. It's like, oh, so that's a reference to a certain type of people. Oh, and that is too. Oh, and that's too. Oh, and so's that. Anyway. Pass away. Yeah, I think. Okay, sorry about that. Just noticed a bit of a lag spike. We seem to be okay now, though. Jesus. Keep up with Netflix. Yeah, Netflix and probably, I reckon, Disney really are at the forefront of it all at the moment. Streaming, anyway. And if you're trying to get into the streaming game, then it's really, you're just trying to keep up or catch up to the big boys.
Face the unending darkness.
Which, I mean, yeah, fair enough, but you're taking a big gamble with Lord of the Rings. Should we upload more? See, the Netflix is just like a factory, right? That every so often turns out like a really good show like The Witcher or a really good movie. Insert good movie from Netflix here. But if I see another fucking Tall Girl movie or some other shit along those lines, then I'm gonna have to sit someone down and murder them. It's ridiculous. You need... Stop making me watch this shit. I'm paying for this. I'm sick of watching your garbage.
Return to me.
Sinks on fire, yeah. And we have... I don't know what... Like, why the reason is... but here in Australia, our Netflix is sort of even more janky. I think it's got something to do with... like agreements and things like this between TV networks and Netflix, whatever. But Netflix has such a small selection already that when they do start taking stuff off, it just completely throws everything out of whack. Like, they're taking off the Jurassic Park movies, all of them, to put them somewhere else. So I guess someone else has taken them to do fuck if I know what. But so they're taking all those off now, which means you're not really going to have much of a choice to go and, like, if you want to watch those movies, you're going to have to go and buy something else to watch them. And that's sort of where streaming does kind of get very expensive, when it's getting more and more difficult to be like, okay, well, I can just go and watch everything on one. So, has there been a good Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie since the first one? Looks like JoJo. Really? So... So, is Netflix going into the anime game? Are they trying to, like, scoop up a bit of that market? Second one? Oh, the second one was good. Usually I just sort of assume with horror movies that the second one is garbage. Except for Aliens, that was quite good. It's not really a horror movie though. Didn't scare me. Oh, big tough boy. So lots of... Yeah, So I recently have sort of gotten back into watching some anime. And I watched the first season of Demon Slayer on Netflix. And I noticed that Netflix seems to be sort of getting the first seasons of a lot of anime, and not really having any of the others. Annoyingly, they sort of had the first season, and that's about it. But oh, I can't save. There we go. It sort of seems like they want to creep up on that market a little bit. Sweet. Seriously. Sure, none of it. Yeah, so when I watched Demon Slayer, I literally thought the first season was it. I thought there was like other seasons were coming out later on or whatever, but I recently got Funimation, and no, there's a shit ton. There's a shit ton of Demon Slayer. Yes, that's on my list. I've got a little list on my Funimation app of stuff to watch. I'm currently making my way through Attack on Titan after having put off watching that for a long time. But I just watched Goblin Slayer before that. That was fucked. But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is definitely high up on the list because it looks fucking amazing. Honestly, looks really good. Sort of getting to that point where I realize how shit my character is.
You don't need all of that blood, do you?
Yeah, this is not much of a attack. This is try and figure out what I can damage something with and hope for the best. No, neither have I. I wanted to. I like Demon Slayer. The animation is amazing, but it's sort of, I don't have the same sort of drive to watch it, and if to finish something I really have to be in the mood to watch it, even though while I'm watching it I really like it. It's just after the episode's finished, I'm just sort of like, well, I got other stuff to do, so just, which is, I don't like that. I like my shows to binge them because I'm one of them. Ah, Twitter is the fucking worst. If you're holding off on watching for something, just stay off social media forever. It's so annoying. It's like when I recently watched all the Boba Fett stuff, and I couldn't watch it because I was just too busy. And the amount of times I came this close to having it spoiled for me was insane. Thankfully, a lot of people now are putting up like spoiler warning as the first couple pages, so you can't just like accidentally see it. So that saved me most of the time. But it just ruins the entire show for me anyway. We don't have much in the way of really anything at the moment either. I need a lot more arrows too. That would probably help. Feel that? My movie phase? Yeah! See, I haven't been in an anime phase in ages, and I'm sort of taking advantage of it while I can be bothered. Oh man, that's a lot of health. What's this guy on? Whoop! Jesus. It's a bit far. All the music's gone as well. I don't like that. Okay, stunned. Frame downed. And my soapy dramas. Yeah, spoilers are the worst. But Twin Peaks, is that the older one? I've really been meaning to watch that because people say it's amazing. I have one damage spell, and that's fucking it. I guess that'll have to do. Good. Yeah, I definitely have to add that to the list as well, I think. I think that, like, Weird is good, though. Those sort of shows. Like, probably not last year, the year before, I was watching a lot of X-Files. And people... You sort of get an idea of... People say it's kind of like Supernatural, and I had watched that before. Or some of it, anyway. It's like, okay, that sort of shows me what to expect. But it's not like that at all. It's a lot more... It can be a lot more out there. Depending on how, like, your view, I suppose. What? So, and there was like a revival episode or something at some point, wasn't there? With everyone from all the original people? Or was that like a movie or something? Because I remember people making a lot of fuss about that. Like good fuss, I guess. Twin Peaks. Cool. Yeah, then I'll definitely have to go on the list.
No glory in this death.
Just finding time to watch TV shows is the biggest fucking pain in the ass these days. Then when I do have time, I'm like, oh shit, where's my list? What was I gonna watch? Then by the end of it, I'm just like, oh god, whatever. Can't be bothered. Yeah, because it was all over Twitter for a while and people were really excited, but then I just sort of didn't really hear anything else, so I assumed it was sort of over. It's nice though that like some of those old shows are getting like a final season to wrap stuff up or give some closure. This is a great angle, guys. Holy fuck. My thumb really hurts. Oh shit. Hang on. I gotta go and check my washing. I totally forgot about it. What is that? Is that boiling water? Oh my god. That was so much damage. Holy shit. Alright, hang on, I'll be back. I'll go check my washing. Okay, sorry. I would have just left it there, but if I did, then I'd be forgetting, and I'm slightly out of clothes. The questions left now. Oh shit. So I haven't seen the original seasons, but there's a movie called Serenity, which is based like the final wrap up of a TV show called Firefly, if you're familiar. And I love Serenity. Serenity is one of my favorite movies, but I just have never gotten back far enough to watch the other like the rest of the actual TV show.
Maradino bids you return to the unlife.
Oh, that's really fucking annoying. That's really annoying. Oh, it doesn't count as a corpse anymore. Oh, really? No, it was only, I think it only got like 1-2 seasons in its heyday, and then got cancelled, and people were like, no, bring it back, so they did just a quick movie to wrap it all up. It's very good. It's got Castle Boy in it. What's his name? Nathan Fillion. It's got him in it. Yeah. Good show. It's a very good show. Movie, sorry. Oh man. Getting a little low on the old trick arrows here. There we go. The movie's quite good. It's the TV show, from like little snippets that I've seen just online and stuff, it's very low budget. Alright, Sarah, well, thanks for hanging around. Sorry for the lag, and we'll catch you later. Hopefully next time is a little less laggy. Guess that can stop. Oh, this is a bit of a shit show, really. Everything's all over the place. I think I'm stunned as well.
I can see the white light.
Might have to use a bloodstone, I think. If I get the chance to. I'm gonna have to heal. What do you mean target's too far? Fuck's sake. That's just gonna get me in the fire. It's like just outside of the range. But if I don't do it, he's dead. So...
Melodia the Dissonant. Maradino offers you one final paradox. Return to unlife.
That's a very annoying skill. Is he just going to be able to bring them back to life, though? If so, if I kill this one and he just says, hey, welcome back again.
Eternal silence awaits you.
No, I think we're good. Oh, good. He'll just be able to heal himself as well. How did I get stunned? Fuck me. Won't kill her, but it'll get close. Give her another target anyway. Or not. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'd really rather not have to do this entire fucking fight again. It's fun going anyway. Just dodge. Just do something. Yeah, there's not really any way I can get out of that. When did I get stunned? I didn't even see it happen. Is it while I was getting my laundry sorted? Okay, well that's like quite a few. So this will probably do damage to me and everyone else as well, but it's gonna have to be fine. Okay. Well, I died, but it got quite a few of them anyway. And I can just use a res scroll. They're all frozen. Okay. Finally, fucking some sort of a break. Oh, I don't have any. Fuck. I don't have any. Okay. That's fine. We can change that. We can fix that, sorry. We'll give Scarlet a bloodstone before we do this. As long as we got enough. I think we have one left. This might be for a quest. This says a shard. So I'll use this one. Give that to Scarlet. Okay.
I invoke a freezing fury.
It's very, very close to killing Scarlet, but... Oh, I'm still alive too somehow. Okay. Use this bad boy.
As powerful as it is sinister.
Oh, it skipped her turn.
A stitch in time, eh, my friend?
Lovely. Son of a bitch. What else have I got? Nothing like that, probably. This is probably gonna hurt a fair bit as well. Maybe that.
Our challenge is diminished.
That spell sucks. That costs me so much and takes so much AP points, and it is not worth it in the fucking slides. I don't think it's worked once.
This affliction diminishes me.
Gandara Eagleheart, Maradino bids you return to the unlive.
Cool. Oh, we took out someone else as well. Sweet. So much damage. Kandara is a beast. See if we can't charm her. Thank God. Oi! That didn't help either. Really?
Melodia the Dissonant, Maradino offers you one final paradox. Return to unlife.
Effect status, constitution, effect has a chance of infecting everyone that comes near the target. Don't know if I want to do that. I can try and freeze some of these guys though. Oh, thank God, that was surprisingly easy. Oh, glad she's on our side for the moment. Oh, it's good. Chuck a few more spells in there. See if I care. All this crap I've been hoarding. Might have to... Who's next? She'll miss a turn because she's scared. Dora seems to be fine. I power her up a bit. That should do. Hey, he's still frozen. Good. Now, Storm one is my favorite. I should probably get out of the road first, though.
Back on my feet again. From death.
I'm gonna save it. No one's dead so far. Where's my sword? Why does my dipshit of a character keep losing stuff? Doesn't seem to last quite as long, but it's still annoying. Yeah, we'll finish this fight up and then call it, I think. So close to dying, but I might go for this one. Ooh, I almost skipped my turn. Jesus. Stun failed and it didn't do any damage. Jeez. That's a very strong spell. Oh, sweet. Oh, so close. Barely any health left. I don't even think I have any scrolls to just do an extra little bit of damage either. Deadly spores, but that's not going to help me. Horrific Scream. If we could have that, that'd be nice. I think we need like another level up or so first though. Don't do that. Well, I guess a little damage is better than none. Not much better, mind you, but... Oh, she lost her sword. Oh, because she's weak. Bit of silver. Oh, for God's sake. Thank you. Holy shit. That is so much freaking health for that guy. But I can see two legendaries there. A Mercy Giver and full plate armor. Sounds nice. So who's left? Skeleton here, this one, and then this gross zombie over here. Nice. Still gonna make any difference, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Good. think running away might be a good idea. Great. It's not doing any damage anymore. It did some damage before, and stunned them, not just the one. It's very annoying. Can I possibly put my sword on again? Thanks. Why is Medora the only one that can crit? I don't see anyone else critting at all, apart from her. What was that? There's some very shiny lights. Oh, for God's sake.
Cornered. Let's see you try.
Sorry, I might be not able to read, but that said attack of opportunity. And they definitely did not attack at all. It's the game Gloomhaven. I've definitely heard the name before, but I can't say I've played the game at all. Is it a board game or something? Jesus. You should do it, hopefully.
The time of your death is at hand.
Thank Christ for that. Oh, it's a sword. Might be my lucky day. PC adaptation of board game. Cool. Oh, it's a dagger. Dang it. It's a turn-based. I think I've seen the board game in like one of the game shops I've been to. It's like $100 or something though. It's a very expensive board game. Yeah. Oh my god. Even more expensive than that. It's huge. Holy shit. This is the... oh. Apparently. Yeah. This is it here, I think. I think I might have even had this on my wish list for a while. Is that on my account? Yeah. Pop that on and I'll have a look at it after. Okay. What else did we get? Oops. I didn't quite mean to do that. Perception and leadership. Well, actually that one's better. Oh, a bucket! I can put a bucket on my head. Fantastic. Need poison 1 speed. Yes, please. Ah, finally some halfway decent looking stuff. I do have to be careful. I still need to keep stuff that gives me strength and whatever. Because I'm sort of holding on by a thread, really. Nah, that's fine. More intelligence. I could probably go that one. More intelligence is never bad. Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh, shit. A lot of these are pretty shitty, really. Speed, winter amulet. Oh yeah. Divinity. There's something to do with the winter amulet. Just 2 hours long, holy shit. That's a very in-depth review. Yeah, just sort of, I'll definitely check it out, it looks alright. I think we've picked up pretty much everything from here. I guess we'll see if we can make that little potion for the imp and then call it. Yeah. Let's see. Back down this way. Oh, can I have a freaking weapon, please? Sword. Two-handed. Wonder what maybe dropped that. Oh right, okay. I find those better than reviews, honestly, as well. I don't know how true it is, but I feel like a lot of reviews these days either like just aren't super helpful, or you can tell that they're trying to sell you something, sell you the game, like as if they're being paid for it. It's like, well, I'm kind of getting the feeling you're a bit biased here. That's why I don't really watch them anymore. Used to watch them on a TV show with some game reviews as a kid, but that's about it. So, a pumpkin and an apple. This seems like just a disgusting concoction rather than a courage potion, but I guess we'll just have to see. Oh, apple, sorry. Not pumpkin. Filter of the Fearless Imp. Right. Here, drink this mashed up apple and pumpkin. Make you feel all better after you've finished throwing your guts up.
Baking like a cake.
Shouldn't have done it. Oh, my friend. You'd give your only elixir of courage to a cowardly little yox. Something's happening. I feel like climbing a tree. No, a mountain. I think my blood's turned to whiskey. I think I could slay a dragon. I think I could face Master.
Good job.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Bad order that. I think that means something else. Okay. Oh, so alright. we'll finish it off there. So, the issues we've been having, I might be able to fix them by emailing Larian. So I might do that in between now and the next session, see if they can help me fix the save. Yeah, I mean, if they say up front they're sponsored, that's fine. It's when you can sort of like tell that, I don't know, maybe they were just given the game for free or something along those lines, but like they just lap the praise on them, especially games that I've played before, and I know for a fact that there are very glaring issues. You watch a review and you're like, did I fucking play an entirely different game? But then again, it sort of comes down to each personal preference. And you do, if you watch like a decent length one, you can sort of make your mind up whether or not you're gonna like it or not. Still good for that. I still wish we just had demos. I find I'm more likely to buy something if I can just play it for a little bit. Rather than have to watch someone else play it. In fact, I knew a guy, before Australia got like a lot of the streaming services, he used to pirate games just to like play as a demo. So he would pirate like all the new releases that he could anyway, play them, and this is like, you know, a couple $100 worth of games, play them, get rid of the ones he didn't like, and then go and actually buy the ones that he did have, and then he would have like a save file already and everything. And he just, that's how he would do it, because you barely get demos anymore. So I thought that was quite clever. I never did it because I couldn't download half the shit he was downloading without well, my internet blowing up or my computer blowing up. Probably one of those. Alright, well, yeah, we'll finish up here, and seems like the lag is at least diminished somewhat. Still seems to be an issue, but I don't really know what else to do other than just stop fully, and I'd rather not. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry about all the technical issues. We'll play some more Porsche or Mafia tomorrow. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it is. And I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye bye.